Let me get started here. Lester, you were the one down there at Stillwell that night. And that was the night that Totten was there, and you gave me a good story before.
Yeah.
Has anything taken place or showed up differently since then?
No. Only where we was in, when we went to court and they lied on us in there. And
now, who was doing that?
Totten.
Totten. Oh, well, I was there. Remember, they threw me out.
Yeah, they threw you out because you tried to point out that he was lying to them.
You know, that was the straw that broke the camel's back for Janice. I had supported him. I believed in him. I trusted him.
Yeah.
And whenever I motioned, now I was guilty of that. I didn't say anything.
Right.
But I was motioning that Totten was lying.
Yeah. You told him. Yeah.
And Beveridge. Now, I couldn't see her face, but I had a feeling that Beveridge, well, we know that JL objected to my, he said he's making some motions or something.
Yeah.
And did you see Kathy do anything? Somebody must have, because Janice seemed to have gotten his orders to throw me out.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really pay no attention to what took place there, but I just know that it was wrong for him to kick you out because.
Well, I was
talking to me and you. Was talking to Janice about it. See, I reported them, Janice and Donna both.
Yeah.
And they took my statement on video, but they still never done nothing to him or nothing else. See? Whenever that night, whenever they pulled us over down there, they held me around the car so those other two girls could get out of there. And then Agie's the one that groped my girlfriend. Agie's the one that done it, yeah. When they said, I didn't know what his name was or nothing because he didn't have no tag or nothing.
Right, and we called him the mystery cop because we weren't certain then. Right. But you're pretty certain now it was Mark Agie.
Well, that's what they told me, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I still don't know what he looks like or nothing.
Right.
Well,
he's the one that led Totten out of the courthouse the other day when they had the arraignment.
Yeah, I seen that on the internet.
And of course, you couldn't see his face.
No.
But there's a lot of talk about Agee.
Yeah.
That maybe he's involved in a lot of this.
Well, he was that night. They were both guilty. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that was sexual assault.
Oh, yeah.
On my girlfriend, and she still feels bad about it.
Well, now, did Janice try to take her license after that?
Well, yeah, they did take her license. She paid the fines and stuff, and they never turned it in, and then she got a letter back and had to go pay more fines.
Really?
To keep her license after she'd done paid everything.
And after you all had told Janice what was going on.
Yeah.
You see, that really burns me to think that he would not only allow her to be sexually assaulted along the road, but then he would turn around.
Yeah, and cover up for a cop.
And cover up for the cop. But now I know. Here we were in the room, me and you and Kathy Beveridge and David Janice and Totten.
Yeah.
Hey, Lester, you didn't have a chance.
No, I didn't.
You didn't have a chance.
Nope.
Because there was Totten covering for JL.
And, and that's another thing about this county. They took my license, they say, because unpaid special prosecutor fee.
Yeah.
Well, the trial that I had, we had a hung jury in Marlington. They had a change of NU and went to Greenbrier County. And I went ahead and pled guilty to the charge. Well, they charged me for a special prosecutor fee because at the time, David Arrington was the prosecutor.
Right.
And he'd been my lawyer in another case, and he, it was a conflict of interest. He couldn't take my case, so they appointed Walt Wyford. And he went to the court and put in that I owed a special prosecutor fee, and they held my license over that.
Well, see,
since '93.
I don't understand because on all of these
they
things,
ruined my life. I haven't been able to get no operators. I can't go to work. I can't get, they just ruined my life. Is what they basically done. Because I've had numerous jobs that I can't take because I can't get to work. And I never had any points off my operators. Never, none. And those trumped up charges that they brought in there, and
so you never
over my driving record. Over my driving record, was a bunch of trumped up stuff. They couldn't remember they couldn't find anything on my driving record.
Right,
remember?
right, that's right.
And then they brought that stuff in there that had places, and it didn't have no fines or nothing, and what I owed or anything, or what I was charged with or anything.
I'm going to check the record because I don't think that a prosecutor can charge for his services. They can charge for fees like expenses and travel, but this being Walt Wyford, it would have been local.
Right.
That would have been very small fees for that, you know.
Right.
So they might have been trying to, those charges might have been fake, Lester.
Well, they trumped. He basically, you know, he's got it in for me for some reason over stuff that's happened in the past over the years.
Is this Wyford?
Yeah, Wyford and Alcar and all of them.
Right.
See, Alcar had me set up to. He thought I know something about those rainbow murders. Well, I was locked up at the time when those rainbow girls.
Yeah, you wouldn't know anything.
Well, he let Johnny Fitzgerald out of jail for that Wayne Corbett murder to set me up for a eighth of an ounce cocaine conspiracy. Well, I had no money involved in the transaction. I didn't have no vehicle. I was riding. They was using, you know, I was riding with Johnny Fitzgerald. He was carrying a gun. He was a convicted felon carrying a gun. And we went to White Sulphur and got a eighth of an ounce of cocaine off this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. He gave him 1 7/8 grams of 41% pure cocaine, and they gave me, well, I pled guilty to conspiracy because they was threatening me with 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a 10-year sentence to get out of it. So I had to do 10 years in the federal penal.
So you actually did 10 years?
Yeah. Actually, I did almost 12 years altogether trying to get up. Well, it was more than that because I got out and I violated my parole when I had to go back and do the entire sentence, and then I had to do 2 years special parole on top of that. And you know, it's a funny thing because the wardens and the people and my case managers in the prison said I shouldn't even been in there for that kind of crime because they usually just don't even mess with people for that little amount. What you say, 41% pure cocaine and like 1 7/8 grams of 41% pure cocaine probably wasn't 1/4 of a gram, maybe the size of an aspirin. I got 10 years for it.
10 years.
And they let Johnny Fitzgerald go for murder.
So if you would have killed somebody, you would have got a lot shorter term.
Yeah, I would have got less time.
How long did Johnny serve?
I think only 6 months.
6 months for murder?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what he pled guilty to.
Well, yeah,
he pled to something, and they let him go. He didn't do much time at all over it.
But if he would have done, if it had been cocaine, he could have got 10 years.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, now.
But see, I had nothing. See,
so they had
the law. Even, you know, I was ignorant about the law and stuff. I didn't know anything about the law, and I fought it for 12 years in the appeals court. And it says a government informant cannot be the only other member of a conspiracy, and that's what they was doing. They had charges on my papers, codes that there wasn't even any, you know, such thing. They had me charged with the 841A. And then they had me charged with 841A1, which there ain't even no such thing. There ain't even no such code. They had trumped up charges on me. Alcar did all this because he was trying to make a name for himself as a big wheel in the state police, you know.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of ironic.
They ruined my life for a little bit of nothing.
Yeah. That this business, they throw the word conspiracy around a whole lot. I had never heard that, but I do agree with you. I think that would be
See, my crime was almost 4 years old when they picked me up on the conspiracy charge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yes, it was.
So Alcar was trying to make a name.
Yeah, and he was trying to solve the rainbow murders, and he thought I knew something about it. And he kept saying I was involved in it, but I was locked up at the time.
You couldn't have been involved, could you?
No way. Well, no way.
You know, the sad thing is they never did really solve that problem, did they?
No, they didn't.
That crime.
No, they didn't.
They already had notions ahead of time who did what.
Yeah, they know who done it. And it's just like, you know, I was told, it was just, you know, what I heard. Steve Hunter was the prosecutor at the time. Well, I think something to do with the Beards. They raised him or something, and he was he lived with them or something. I think Jake's
and he was
father,
the prosecutor for Jake Beard?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, he was the guy trying to put Jake Beard in jail.
Well, he actually didn't really try. It was after he got out of there is whenever they really tried to put him in there. Is when Wyford was in there.
Oh, okay.
See, Wyford's the one that messed all that up and caused everything.
Oh, well, yeah, Beard got a $2 million settlement out of that.
Yes, he did.
And,
so you can kill somebody and get $2 million and, you know, have your life restored. I went and took a guy down the road to this guy and purchased some cocaine. I got 10 years in prison for it. And then while I was in there, they took my license and they just wrote my life. I haven't been able to, you know, rise above it. You know, I can't get a job because I got no license. I can't depend on somebody else to take me, you know, to work or nothing else. And